facing the east. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praise to Kal Hallel, Barakatah, Barakatham, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakah Quadash. That's the correct pronunciation in the Hebrew tongue of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Special thanks to GreatMillStone. Double honors to the Chief Apostle, sincerely. Double honors to the other apostles, bishops, and elders who rule and teach well. Salutation and blessings to the Akim and Aqua abroad. Shalom. I'd like to title this lesson today, Habituals and Rituals. Habituals and Rituals. Song of Solomon. Chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Now, this is going to be a brief lesson today for you so-called Latinos, so-called Negroes, and so-called Native Indians who are truly the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the true house of David, the true 12 tribes of Israel's descendants, according to the scriptures. Genesis chapter 49. Genesis chapter 10 gives specific detail to the 18 nations across the earth. Genesis chapter 49 gives in detail the specifics of the 12 tribes of Israel's lineage and projected rulership across this earth eternally. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. I am black. Sad to say, that word black throughout history is nothing more than a byword. It's constantly used and placed on you darker skinned people to describe a lesser than human characteristic about your genetic makeup and genealogy as a people, you true Israelites. According to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, you're above all these heathen nations. The Lord's treasured possession, a special people above all nations. Let's pull that out, though, in the book of Psalm, chapter 44, 14 and 13. They've always tried to attach to us that word black, keeping us lower. Black as in dull, black as in unsure or unclean, unclear. Black as in dirty, black as in soot. It's none the like. You true shades of dark-skinned people are above all nations. a nation of kings and priests. You understand? Psalm 44, 13 and 14. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head amongst the people. Thou makest us a byword, so-called black. You true Israelites, you sons of the house of David, true Yasharallah, true Israel, true Jeshurun, you're not black. That's a byword. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head amongst the people, a shaking of the head. Here come them niggas. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head amongst the people. And that's what you got today. You got enough of those crooked so-called white Edomites, those dirty devils out there shaking their head as you walk down a hallway in the mall, and there's 4 or 5 of you true Israelites known as so-called blacks. And that lady and her husband, as the lady grabs her purse and they lean to the side of the wall as you pass them by, a shaking of the head amongst the people. There go them niggas. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head amongst the people. And that's nothing more than that byword they've put on you, true Israelites, you so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Indians, which is no more than one of the curses that we carry as a people. Deuteronomy 68, verse 37. Going way back into the book of the law to understand the curses that came upon us from Deuteronomy 28, verses 16 on to 68. If we didn't obey the commands and precepts, ordinances, and stipulations that the Father gave the true Israelites on Mount Horeb, Mount Sinai, to his servant Moses in Exodus 19 and 20. Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among the nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. Whither the Lord shall lead thee. As we've now been led into our 7th and final captivity over here in Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America, that is soon to be nothing more than a lake of fire. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither thou shalt lead thee. Whither thou shalt lead thee. You true Israelites, wherever you roam your beings, because you're a spiritual people first. Oh, Israel, remember that you're a spiritual people first. Oh, Jerusalem, wherever you roam your beings, you've always been a nomadic people. That word nomad. A member or number of people having no permanent abode. This is not our rest. We're seeking an eternal home. True rulership, true dominion, true kingdom authority. Nomad, a member of a people having no permanent home and who travel from place to place to find fresh pasture for their livestock. Now, in times of old, the prophets of old traveled from place to place, warning the true house of David, waking up the elect saints of coming judgment. You true Israelites today, Lord willing, you be of that hopeful elect number, are nothing more than elected saints of old through the regeneration and who came back onto the same lots of your former beings in terms of the Israelites of old, the prophets who traveled from place to place, warning Israel, waking up the elect saints of coming judgment, warning, destruction's coming. And in this final seventh captivity, Yahushua is coming back with his holy angels, according to Matthew 24, 30 and 31, to gather his elect saints. Yahushua is coming to deliver the elect, the 1/3 of Israel. Not all y'all are going to make it on this round. 1/3 of Israel, starting with the 144,000 of true Israelites, 12,000 from each tribe, the remnant, the faithful ones who have taken heed to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. The Father, as I said earlier, gave you true Israelites upon Mount Horeb, Mount Sinai, through his servant Moses. Yahushua and his holy angels as well are coming back to slay with fury 2/3 of you Israelites who have grabbed a hold of this motherfucking bullshit-ass Edomite, wicked, beastly system and who love the practices of this wicked system, which are nothing more than abominations and habituals and rituals in the Father's eyes that he's coming back to destroy eternally, along with all Edomites after their 1,000 years of hardcore motherfucking vigorous slavery. And you heathen and pagan nations for your false worship and continual ritualistic lifestyle. Remember, this lesson is titled Habituals and Rituals. Your continual ritualistic lifestyle. You know you're trying to keep us true Israelites in bondage under your foot, you wicked fucking captors, you wicked devils. Yahushua is coming back to destroy and utterly slay your fake-ass system. It appears like it's reality, but it's all a facade. It's all fake. It's set up to keep you people thinking you're the blacks, the Hispanics, the Spics, the Indians on the reservation with hardly any water and land to grow their crops upon. But you can set up these casinos and liquor stores on every corner, keep your people drunk and high and down in the gutter. Go ahead and continue your ritualistic lifestyle as we let you go to work and oppress you poor. Watch you go to church so you can call on that so-called white Messiah. According to Revelations chapter 1, verse 14 and 15, the true depiction of our great King and High Priest Yahushua shows a dark-skinned man with hair like wool, feet like bronze, having been burnt in the fire. You call us so-called black, but we're the true Israelites. My name is Aaron Boylan, AB, Tribe of Judah. You can quote Aaron Boylan as having said today as you hear this message. And I'm referring to down in the NO, New Orleans, where I resided for 2 years as a journeyman electrician after Hurricane Katrina with my twin brother. You can quote Aaron Boylan as saying this: to even have housed people, to even has motherfucking placed them there or housed them in the Iberville projects, the Calliope projects, the Desire projects, the Magnolia projects, the Lafitte projects, Christopher Holmes, and the Fisher projects, and the Marrero projects, and such over on the West Bank, as well as back on the East Bank, the St. Bernard projects, the St. Thomas projects, the Florida projects, the Melpomene projects, and so on, up and down all those back streets. Is a motherfucking crime against humanity in its purest form. And you people who have allowed those types of dwelling places to exist are going to receive horrific, instant, and spontaneous judgment by Yahweh Shai and his holy angels when they return. To even let those people dwell in those places of existence, let alone profiting financially from them. From you wicked Edomites who developed those so-called public housing projects and places of living while you live in your kingdom, while we live in this hell, down to the small-time lookout man on the corner hollering, "Heads up," when he sees the crooked police coming, as him and his crew slang them dime rocks of crack to their own people, the true Israelites, as well as heroin and other mind-altering substances. Yahweh Shai is going to slay you folks with his sword, as high up to the horse's bridle, as well as 1,600 stadia, 180 miles long, will be the rivers of blood. Revelations 14, 19, and 20. Might as well pull that out. Let this word do the speaking. Yahweh Shai is coming back. Like I always say, he ain't playing no games. It's going to happen soon here. You true Israelites, you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, are the hopeful elect who are going to eternally rule, need to grab a hold of this thing tightly and hold on to these laws, statutes, and commandments in this prophetic tone of the scriptures with all your strength, heart, mind, and soul. Revelations 14, 19, and 20. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlong. Song of Solomon. Chapter 1, verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Habituals and Rituals, as the tense of Kadar. Kadar meaning dark-skinned. Now Kadar was second in order of the sons of Ishmael in the scriptures. Genesis 25:13. 1 Chronicles 1 verse 29. As well Kadar, a name of a great tribe of Arabs who settled around Palestine. One thing you people got to understand, on top of all your habituals and rituals off the top, it's going down just like this on top of everything. Nuclear fire is going to engulf this wicked country, so-called American, Latino, Native Indians, Negroes, place of dwelling. Your eternal abode is above. You're the head, not the tail. As we see this new Jerusalem coming down out of heaven. That's you true Israelites. We're going to be ducked off in those chambers for a moment while the destruction occurs down low. John saw it in his revelation. This is what he wrote. Revelations 21 verse 2. This thing ain't no game. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. For we shall forever be with the Lord when we return out of that great Father ship, that great chariot, and come down and drag you devils into your 1,000 years of rulership. Why we got you chained hand and foot, allowing these heathen and pagan nations underneath us to give you your daily work assignments. Motherfucking hard, cruel ass work assignments from sun up to sundown. And the only thing left is to learn our powerful and fabulous laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord's going to eternally, and at the moment, in a twinkling of an eye, put inside of you, true Israelites, and force you heathen and pagan nations to love and come to know. And if not, we're going to know your every thought and bring you into that mindfulness that the Lord's never done away with his laws, statutes, and commandments. As you follow these rituals and habituals on this earth, Yahushua himself said, let's pull that out, the book of Matthew. Let this word do the speaking. Book of Matthew. Chapter 10. Verse 22. Ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Once again, special thanks to GreatMillStone and the chief apostle. Double honors, apostles, bishops, and elders who rule and teach well. Double honor sincerely, all the way down to the least, the Yakim abroad. Shalom, O Israel. And off the top, Kah Hallel Yahweh, Baha Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wa Rakah Quadash. Off the top.